everyone. It's April 16th, 2020, and it's time again for Skyrim Special Edition. It's story time. I know it's been a week, and I apologize for the delay in streaming. Again, I had become under the weather, and it was getting hard to enunciate or speak because it's been an upper respiratory kind of thing. But let's see how we're doing in game and get back to storytelling as we play along. I'm not sure who will be joining me today, but the Discord is on, and I was originally going to do some more off-camera work. I was going to do some of these transmutes and whatnot, but that didn't happen, so you're going to have to be patient with me. As we kind of go through the motions of transmuting and all this stuff, because we need some money. It's a good way to do it.
Hello, my love. Back from some adventure, I bet?
Hey,
Hey, good morning. How's it going?
good, you?
Hanging in there. It's been a week. I'm behind on my streaming, so I'm trying to get it caught up. This is oh so entertaining. Transmuting. Ooh. Get this done as quick as possible so we can make some money. Finish building out the homestead. And see how much further we can get with this game. I do have to say that over the last few days while I was sick, playing that Code Realize, that was a bloody amazing game. It was a great story. It was completely gameception. You had to play the game 4 times, 4 different routes, to unlock the actual game route. Or you get the actual story that they purposefully are wanting to tell. And that didn't bother me at all. I just gave different perspectives that wove a darker, more deep story. The thing I didn't like was, as beautifully rendered as the imagery was in Code Realize, the thing they messed up was they did an anime adaptation of that game. Now, oh hey, we're done. I can catch some Z's and then go process this. The anime adaptation. After I finished playing the game and everything, I curled up last night and decided to watch it. I was so excited, like, okay, the characters I'd just fallen in love with, the story that I just played, I'm gonna see it played out in an anime where it's actually all nice and fluid and it's like one big cutscene, just never-ending cutscene. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be great, I just know it. They truncated the story to fit into a 13 episode of, like, what was it, like 20 minutes each or whatever? And, oops, skipped a step. So that was problem number 1 I had. Problem number 2 was the continuity. It didn't keep up. And then number 3, the graphics themselves. The beautiful detailing of the steampunk, of their outfits, the town, everything, was just dumbed down. It lacked the depth and beauty, and they adjusted the story a little bit. Now, you know, any good book or anything else that gets adapted for, say, like a movie or whatnot, everybody knows the books are always better. That's just how it is. And I get that. I understand that. But what they did to that game when they changed it over was just no. Full on no. I was very, very disappointed. However, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm told on the 23rd a second game in that universe is coming out. So I'm like kind of excited. Just a wee bit. Just a wee excite. Oh, Charles, good afternoon. Welcome to the chat. How are you? I'm always hanging in there. I may have taken a week off, but I'm definitely here. Hope you're doing well. Alright, let's run up here. Look, women, out the way! Everyone's in my way. Man, active day today. For some reason, I like this guy. So intense. Let me up the stairs. Jumping is not being effective today. You're suffering something with the social quarantine. You know, Charles, it's hitting everybody in varying degrees. I've found that when I stream or I open up my Discord and hang out with friends, that it doesn't take care of all of it, but it's helping. Isolation for the sake of your fellow man is a necessary evil. And it sucks. But I would rather protect those that I care about than for my own selfish need. As a species, we're all social creatures. Even the introverts. They're social too. They just like to be social from a distance as it is. So, luckily, I had gotten a Switch last year, and there were a bunch of new games that had gotten ported over, and I've been trying to handle it. Oh, you're sick. Oh, you caught a stomach bug? Oh, jeezo. Being sick every half hour? Oh, that's terrible. I hope that you can shake this quick, because that's just miserable.
Remember, your mind is the best weapon you have.
Let me see. I need to put my weapon back on and make sure that it's got charge. It does. Okay. Man, Charles, I really do hope that you can shake that quick. That's just, even on top of everything else, that's just miserable. I forgot to stop by my favorite little spot. He usually has the gems, but so does the one dude that would sell your sister. Let's go visit him. Charles, it can't be fun. It can't. Not at all. I hope you're trying to at least get fluids down. I was supposed to read a book while I was in there. I forgot. But I know this place will have some for us.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods. Welcome indeed.
Hi, Bellathor.
Everything's for sale, trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
How you doing, Bellathor? Let's see what I can sell you today. I gotta turn these pilts in. I could sell you that. And that one's 161. Not bad. And if you heard that cry behind me, that's Sheldon. Sheldon is being needy. Keeping that. Alright, let's see what you have for sale for me today. Did I need more goat horns? I'm pretty sure I did. Take a couple of those home with me. Ah, no petty soul gems? Really? No? None? Huh. Okay.
Do come back.
Let's go get us some... We always need iron. So let's grab some iron before we go home. I've got that fox pelt and thing, so if I need strips, I can make that happen.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. Take a look.
I do. I need some iron. You take all you got. A couple of these. Silver ore. That's for me to transmute later. Bye! Oh, hey, I don't need to go outside. Why don't, while I'm at it... Yeah, I need to return. Dragonborn. That's Solstheim. Dark Brotherhood. Do Meridia. Go with Barbas. Speak to Sindig. And... Where's the one where I hand over the pelts? Or have I already done that? I think that's it. No, I bet you that's it. Let me see. Oh, it says I'm facing the correct direction, which is down. I don't believe that. I believe that the... Was it Markarth? No, maybe it is down. Yeah, here it is. Iverstead. I know I'd remember at some point. Okay, they were running at first, which made me think that maybe we were getting played with by a dragon. Dragon? Anywhere? Dragon? Dragon? And there's a dragon in my Discord, so dragons everywhere!
I was really want to say I'm right here, but...
I know, like, there's dragons! There be dragons everywhere! There's a dragon in the sky, there's a dragon in my Discord, and there's a dragoon in my Discord. Dargons everywhere. Hey, she's out and about.
Good to see you again.
Damn bears are driving me crazy. Nice to finally meet someone who can follow simple instructions.
Oh wow.
Here's your reward.
Oh wow, she's snooty booty.
Now, if you'll excuse me,
I'm playing Minecraft and I've traveled 17,000 blocks
Look,
or meters.
look at you traveling everywhere. Sanctified steel war axe. That's kind of not
All right.
bad.
Hello, friend.
Hi, Klimek.
Friends like you are hard to find.
Oh hey, I made friends.
Valuable to me.
Hey, I made a friend. Friend. I made a friend. I got friends. Oh, it's dreary, it's raining, and I'm due to be invaded. It's been a minute. My house has not been invaded yet. Still not invaded. Usually by now it is. And I have been a very bad girl. I should have read books by now. At least one. Y'all are letting me slack off. So, let's see. Oh, he's already in bed. So, I guess it's bedtime. Catch some Z's real quick.
Hello, my love. Back from some adventure, I bet?
Yep, wake up. I know you've made some money. Hey, honey! Got any money?
Yes, my love. What do you need?
Eh,
Take a look.
you usually have something good for me in here. Could use that. I'll take that for sure. Leather strips, but you've got no iron on you. Normally you do. Okay.
Here. This is fresh. I'll have another meal ready tomorrow.
Dude, look at them arms. Jeebus.
We have a cozy little profit. Here. This is your share, love.
Nice. 400 gold. Hey, I'll take it. Thank you, darling. Mwah. And I do have a couple of books here that are glowing, so we're going to go ahead and start. Let's start with the Cats of Skyrim. I didn't even know this was a thing. Cats of Skyrim, a report by Aldetuli. I have been sent to this frigid wasteland to catalogue and study any of its indigenous cats, which has so far been uneventful. After months of wandering, I have so far only encountered some variations of the same basic species. In my travels, I have encountered several Khajiit outcasts from their clans that have taken up residence in Skyrim. They have been most unhelpful, probably for fear I'd expose their locations. I can't say I'm surprised that there are few Khajiit here. It's cold and unwelcoming. Saber cats are basic giant cats that have evolved to dangerously sharp front teeth. The average saber cat has a reddish-brown fur which it uses to blend into grassy regions. But I have observed them skulking and sleeping on rocks, so I don't believe the fur is for camouflage. The primary attacks of the saber cat are its biting attack, but it can also briefly rear up to attack with its front claws. I have also seen it pounce forward on its prey in a particularly powerful attack. The snowy version of the saber cat has spotted white fur, which I believe it uses more for stalking more than its cousin in the plains. The tooth of the cat is rumored to be useful in potions that restore the imbiber's stamina, as well as a potion that will temporarily give a more keen eye for smithing. A skillful hunter can usually salvage the pelts and teeth of their kill, but report that the meat is tasteless and not fit to eat.
my love.
Sorry, didn't mean to click you. Oh, there's Rhea. Alright, what room were we working on? I do believe the bedroom and the kitchen are complete. Yes, the things are gone. Which means I was working on this room. I don't really care about the safe or the barrels. That, or that. Okay, so that means the hall is done. Let me check this one. Yeah, so both of these rooms are done. Okay, so we're going to take the hall down. Before I go out there, let's... What were we working on? Were we working on the upstairs? Because it seems like nobody uses the upstairs. I'll take a quick look. Yeah, long chest, so I need nails, fittings, hinge, lock. Nails, glass, hinge. I don't have enough goat horns. Okay. Not enough goat horns. I can go see if Vorstag here has any. Where did he go? Ah, spotted him.
Yes, my love. Take a look.
Please tell me you have some goat horns. You have goat hide. Ah, damn it.
Bye, my love.
Alright, let's go to Riverwood. We'll get some goat hide. Oh, there's Vrelk. And says, stupid seagulls aren't social distancing. Oh my god, there's seagulls, Vrelk. Of course not. Riverwood Trader. Let's go in and pick on our favorite friend. Why am I walking so sluggishly? Did I hit a button that makes me walk slowly? What did I hit? Ah! What did I hit? Yeah, that's what it was.
Thank you so much for taking care of those thieves. The Riverwood Trader is good to see. Take a look.
I knew I hit something here. So I'm here for goat horns. And for the first time, you don't have any. You disappoint me. Still gonna take that from you though. Taking that too. Take your glass. But you disappoint me, my friend. Indeed. Till next time. I need goat horns. Make me run all the way to Whiterun. Good thing I can fast travel.
Hello again, friend.
One hand, you do teach
Take
one.
care, friend.
I've made food.
I'm a bard by trade.
Good for you.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Huh? Everything's for... Take a look.
Hi, I need goat horns. You had more. Taking all your goat horns.
Do come back.
Quit flirting with me, Breton. Got things to do. But you have some books I haven't read, so I'm going to focus on that. It's time for our next story. It's been a while since we read the first edition of the biography of Baron Zaya. So today we're going to read Biography of Baron Zaya, Volume 2, by Stern Gamboge and an Imperial Scribe. Drink a little bit. The first volume of the series told the story of Baron Zaya's original heiress to the throne of Mournhold until her father rebelled against his excellently Tiber Septim I and brought ruin to the province of Morrowind. Thanks largely to the benevolence of the Emperor, the child Baron Zaya was not destroyed with her parents, but reared by Count Sven of Darkmoor, a loyal imperial trustee. She grew up into a beautiful and pious child, trustful of her guardian's care. This trust, however, was exploited by a wicked orphan stable boy at Count Sven's estate, who, with lies and fabrications, tricked her into fleeing Darkmoor with him when she turned 16. After many adventures on the road, they settled in Riften, a Skyrim city near the Morrowind borders. The stable boy, Straw, was not altogether evil. He loved Baron Zaya in his own selfish fashion, and deception was the only way he could think of that would cement possession of her. She, of course, felt only friendship towards him, but he was hopeful that she would gradually change her mind. He wanted to buy a small farm and settle down into a comfortable marriage, but at the time his earnings were barely enough to feed and shelter them. After only a short time in Riften, Straw fell in with a bold, villainous Khajiit thief named Theris, who proposed that they rob the Imperial Commandant's house in the central part of the city. Theris said that he had a client, a traitor to the Empire, who would pay well for any information they could gather there. Baron Zaya happened to overhear this plan and was appalled. She stole away from their rooms and walked the streets of Riften in desperation, torn between her loyalty to the Empire and her love for her friends. In the end, loyalty to the Empire prevailed over personal friendship. As she approached the Commandant's house, revealed her true identity, and warned him of her friend's plan. The Commandant listened to her tale, praised her courage, and assured her that no harm would come to her. He was none other than General Symmachus, who had been scouring the countryside in search of her since her disappearance, and had just arrived in Riften, hot in pursuit. He took her into his custody and informed her that, far from being sent away to be sold, she was to be reinstated as the Queen of Mournhold as soon as she turned 18. Until that time, she was to live with the Septim family in the newly built Imperial City, where she would learn something of government and be presented at the Imperial Court. At the Imperial City, Baron Zaya befriended the Emperor Tiber Septim during the middle years of his reign. Tiber's children, particularly his eldest son and heir Pelagius, came to love her as a sister. The ballads of the day praised her beauty, chastity, wit, and learning. On her 18th birthday, the entire imperial city turned out to watch her farewell procession preliminary to her return to her native land. Sorrowful as they were at her departure, all knew that she was ready for her glorious destiny as sovereign of the kingdom of Mournhold. She got away. Kind of surprised, but kind of glad too. That stable boy named Straw. What kind of name is that? I did have some goat horns. Didn't even know it. Okay. Since they went inside, it's really dark. It's probably time to sleep, especially if I'm gonna smith up some goodies.
Hello, my love. Back from some adventure, I bet?
Yep. Ah, it's early yet. Which means... Nope. Get some sleep. Aw. He was comforting. Yay! Yay! 4 stacks useful.
Hello, my love. Yes, my love? What do you need? Take a look.
See what you've got. Did you get anything good while I was gone? Nope.
Goodbye, my love.
Yes, bye-bye. Bye-bye. I got things to do. I gotta see what all I need. Because I know I don't have enough to finish this. So, containers. I need hinges and locks. Nails and hinges. Nails, hinges, fittings. We can get rolling on this pretty quick and then back to exploring. Gotta grab a couple of these, one of these, one of these, some of these, extra some of those, and back at it we go.
Yes, my love?
Limited vocabulary, dear. Crap, I needed another iron fitting. Boo. Boo. Okay, one more iron fitting. Then we'll finish that room. Okay. We'll run in, finish that off. With the gold I've accumulated, I think I should go ahead and get the livestock and other things. Where's my steward running around? I bet somewhere. Okay. That finishes the main hall, upstairs and downstairs, and here she is.
I am your sword and your shield. Certainly. What did you have in mind?
Let's get some
I'll keep an eye
cows.
out for a good cow to purchase.
And
What did you have in mind?
we need a cow and a
I'll see
chicken.
to it at once.
See? Cow, chicken. That was a great cartoon. Dragon, did you ever watch Cow and Chicken?
I know of it. I've never watched it though.
Oh, it was fantastic. It was terrible, but fantastic at the same time. I cosplayed Cow of Cow and Chicken one year for Halloween. That's how bad it is. Oh, I haven't done the cellar yet. I haven't done the front. But I can remove the main hall ones. Which were those two? Three. Those three. Okay. So let's do the entryway and then the cellar. Look at that. I've already got a Cow and Chicken. He's a woolly cow. Hi, chicken. Oh, you've already given me an egg. Look at that. Cow, chicken, cow. Mama had a chicken. Mama had a cow.
I should probably start paying attention to my game. All my plants were fully grown. I was just watering them constantly.
Distracted, huh? Let's see. I need a fitting. Wait.
I'm watching your
No.
show, by the way. That's what. I'm distracted.
No, why is this acting like it's a house? It's supposed to be an entry hall. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it needs to be an entryway. It's actually not a house. Oh man, did I just lose some of my materials? Okay, I need a fitting. Need some hinges. Nails and hinges. Nails, hinges, iron fittings. Definitely need some nails. Nails and fittings. Looks like we need a lot of things today. Couple of that. Couple of these. Couple of these. I'm running out of iron ingots again. Oof. Not good. Not good at all. Okay. Yeah, I need four fittings for that alone. I don't care about these mounted things. Let's see, so I need 6 fittings, which I think I have 6 iron ingots left, which that will be, that should do it for that room. But then we're gonna have to go get some more iron. Oh, but I'm out of nails too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a pile of nails. So there's one thing I'm gonna not be able to get unless I transmute a couple pieces of ore, which I was saving to transmute into gold. Decisions. I have to make decisions. Question is, do I really want to make these decisions today? Yeah, see, I'm out of fittings. So I'm not going to do any of these mounted. Alright, I need 2 iron ore. I could spare 2 iron ore for an iron ingot. So we can have a fitting. Take the gold ore. Take the iron ore. the silver. Okay. I hear that baby crying behind me. Alright, that baby's just crying today. So needy.
No, he's not being needy. Crying at the door frame.
Oh, that means he wants to play. I have a very needy kitty. He wants to play. Dang it, I knocked that bolt. I do it every time I build this house. No. No. Well, you landed up. I have seen videos of people getting frustrated about stuff like this.
It's like trying to manipulate an object, but your only way of doing so is with a single stick.
I bet you're right. How did that land way the heck over there? Okay, so we're gonna use this to kinda... Oh, and it flipped it over again.
You're destined to have an upside down bowl.
No, I'm not. Oh, I had it and I accidentally took it. Oh, the rage.
Oh, right. I'm listening to you ahead of time. That's why I'm confused.
Come on. Don't be a... How's that? I'm satisfied with that. Oh, I guess that's no berries lost. Well, I didn't mean to take it. Now my OCD will not let this... Oh my god! Rage! Rage! Oh... Oh, bull! How I dislike thee.
Oh, that was smart of me. I just went into the nether and forgot to bring any food.
Look at that, look at that precarious placement of the bowl. I think we're all gonna have to be satisfied with that because my rage can't take it anymore. The rage is building within me. Okay, I think this room is done. And how did this candle end up over here and where does it actually go? Where do you actually... I think you... And there's a cup on the floor. What the actual farts? I didn't mean to touch that either. What the heck? Oh, look at that. Got that to be right. Ah, I know where you go. You belong up here. That's where all that belonged. Oh, they just knocked that over too. I had it right too. You can lay there. There. I'll stick you in there. You know what? Because you won't stand up, I'll stick you in there too. There. Now it looks like I'm packing it. And you know what? I don't like the way you're sitting either. Guess where you're going? In the box. See? Don't get mad. Just put it in a box. Alright, let's read. This is glowing, right? Yes. So, the next story is the monomyth. Quote, in Mundus, conflict and disparity are what brings change. And change is the most sacred of the 11 forces. Change is the force without focus or origin. End quote. Ognathir, Teherete, Order of the Sige. Simply put, the schism in the human/Eldmeri worldview is the mortal's relationship to the divine. Humans take the humble path that they were created by the immortal forces, while the Eldmir claim descent from them. It doesn't seem like much, but it is a distinction that colors the rest of their diverging mythologies. All Tamrielic religions begin the same. Man or Mer, things begin with the dualism of Anu and his other. These twin forces go by many names. Anu, Padome, Anuel, Sithis, Akel, Satok Akel, Isis, Not. Anuel is the everlasting ineffable light. Sithis is the corrupting, inexpressible action. In the middle is the gray maybe, or Nern in the Elnofex. In most cultures, Anuel is honored for his part of the interplay that creates the world. But Sithis is held in highest esteem because he's the one that causes the reaction. Sithis is thus the original creator, an entity who intrinsically causes change without design. Even the Hist acknowledge this being. Anuel is also perceived as order, opposed to the Sithis chaos. Perhaps it is easier for mortals to envision change than perfect stasis, for often Anuel is relegated to the mythic background of Sithis' fancies. In Yokudan folk tales, which are among the most vivid in the world, Satak is only referred to a handful of times as, quote, the hum, end quote. He is a force so prevalent as to be not really there at all. In any case, from these two beings spring the Etada, or original spirits. To humans, these Etada are the gods and demons to the Eldmer, the Aedra Daedra, or the ancestors. All of the Tamrielic pantheons fill the rosters from these Etada, though divine membership often differs from culture to culture. Like Anu and Padome, though every one of these pantheons contains the archetype of the dragon god and the missing god. The dragon god and the missing god. The dragon god is always related to time and is universally revered as the, quote, first god, end quote. He is often called Akatosh, quote, whose perch from eternity allowed the day, end quote. He is the central god of the Cyrodiilic Empire. The missing god is always related to the mortal plane and is a key figure in the human Eldmeri schism. The missing refers to either his palpable absence from the pantheon, another mental distress that is interpreted a variety of ways, or the removal of his divine spark by the other immortals. He is often called Lorcum, and his epitaphs are many, equally damnable and devout. Note, The Tamriel and the mortal plane do not exist yet. The gray maybe is still the playground of the original spirits. Some are more bound to Anu's light, others to the unknowable void. Their constant flux and interplay increase their number, and their personalities take long to congeal. When Akatosh forms, time begins, and it becomes easier for some spirits to realize themselves as beings with a past and a future. The strongest of the recognizable spirits crystallize: Mephala, Arche, Yifri, Magnus, Ruptica, etc. Others remain as concepts, ideas, or emotions. One of the strongest of these, a barely formed urge that the others call Lorcan, details a plan to create Mundus, the mortal plane. Humans, with the exception of the Red Guards, see this act as a divine mercy, an enlightenment whereby lesser creatures can reach immortality. Aldmir, with the exception of the Dark Elves, see this act as a cruel deception, a trick that sundered their connection to the spirit plane. The myth of Aurbus, subtitled The Psijic Compensation, or Mythic Arbus, was an attempt by Artaeum apologists to explain the basics of a merry religion to Uriel V in the early glorious part of his reign. It quietly avoided any blame or bias against the Lorcan, except, which was still held in esteem by the Cyrodiils as, quote, Shazar, end quote, the missing sibling of the divines. Despite this, the Psijics still give a nice summary of the elder view, and it will serve our purposes here. This version comes from the archives of the Imperial Seminary from the handwritten notes of an unknown scribe. Mythic Arbus exists, and has existed from time without measure, as a fanciful, unnatural realm. Aurbus is used to connote the imperceptible penumbra, the gray center between the is not of Anu and Padome. It contains the multitude realms of the Aetherius and Oblivion, as well as other, less structured forms. The magical beings of mythic Arbus live for a long time and have complex narrative lives, creating the patterns of myth. These are spirits made from bits of the immortal polarity. The first of these was Akatosh, the time dragon, whose formation made it easier for other spirits to structure themselves. Gods and demons form and reform and procreate. Finally, the magical beings of mythic Arbus told the ultimate story, that of their own death. For some, this was an artistic transfiguration into the concrete, non-magical substance of the world. For others, this was a war in which all were slain, their bodies becoming the substance of the world. For yet others, this was a romantic marriage and parenthood, with the parent spirits naturally having to die and give way to their succeeding mortal races. The agent of this communal decision was Lorcan, whom most early myths vilify as a trickster or deceiver. More sympathetic versions of the story point out Lorcan as being the reason the mortal plane exists at all. The magical beings created the races of the mortal Arbus in their own image, either consciously or as artist and craftsman, or as the fecund, rotting matter out of which the mortal sprung forth, or in a variety of other analogical senses. The magical beings then, having died, became the Atada. The Atada are the things perceived and revered by the mortals as gods, spirits, or geniuses of Arbus. Through their deaths, these magical beings separated themselves in nature from the other magical beings of the unnatural realms. The Daedra were created at this time also, being spirits and gods more attuned to oblivion, or that realm closer to the void of Pedome. This act is the dawn of the mythic or merithic era. It has been perceived by the earliest mortals many different ways, either as a joyous second creation, or, especially by the elves, as a painful fracturing from the divine. The originator of the event is always Lorcan. Lorcan. This creator, trickster, tester, deity is in every Tamrielic mythic tradition. His most popular name is the Aldmeri, quote, Lorcan, or Doomdrum. He convinced or contrived the original spirits to bring about the creation of the mortal plane, upsetting the status quo much like his father Pedome had introduced instability into the universe in the beginning place. After the world is materialized, Lorcan is separated from his divine center, sometimes involuntarily, and wanders the creation of the Atara. Interpretations of these events differ widely by culture. Below are some of the better known. Yukadan, quote, Satakal, the world skin, end quote. Quote, Satak was first serpent, the snake who came before, and all the worlds to come rested in the glimmer of its scales. But it was so big there was nothing but, and thus it was coiled around and around itself. And the worlds to come slid across each other, but none had room to breathe or even be. And so the worlds called to something to save them, to let them out. But of course, there was nothing outside the first serpent. So aid had to come from inside it. This was Akel, the hungry stomach. Akel made itself known, and Satak could only think about what it was. And it was the best hunger, so it ate and ate. Soon there was enough room to live in the worlds, and things began. These things were new, and they often made mistakes, for there were hardly time to practice being things before. So most things ended quickly, or were not good, or gave up on themselves. Some things were about to start, but they were eaten up as Satak got to that part of its body. This was a violent time. Pretty soon, Akel caused Satek to bite its own heart, and that was the end. The hunger, though, refused to stop, even in death. And so the first serpent shed its skin to begin anew. As the old world died, Satakal began. And when things realized this pattern, so did they realize what their part in it was. They began to take names, like Ruptka or Tuhaka, and they strode about looking for their kin. As Satakal ate itself over and over, the strongest spirits learned to bypass the cycle by moving at strange angles. They called this process the walkabout, a way of striding between the world skins. Ruptka was so big that he was able to place the stars in the sky so that weaker spirits might find their way easier. This practice became so easy for the spirits that it became a place called the Far Shores, a time of waiting until the next skin. Ruptka was able to sire many children through the cycles, and so he became known as the Tall Papa. He continued to place stars to map out the void for others, But after so many cycles, there were almost too many spirits to help out. He made himself a helper from the detritus of past skins, and this was Sep, a second serpent. Sep had much of the hungry stomach still left in him. Multiple hungers from multiple skins. He was so hungry, he could not think straight. Sometimes he would just eat the spirits he was supposed to help. But Tall Papa would always reach in and take them back. Finally, tired of helping Tall Papa, Sep went and gathered the rest of the old skins and balled them up, tricking spirits to help him, promising them this was how you reach the new world, by making one out of the old. These spirits loved this way of living, as it was easier. No more jumping from place to place. Many spirits joined in, believing this was good thinking. Tall Papa just shook his head. Pretty soon, the spirits on the skin ball started to die, because they were very far from the real world of Satakal. And they found that it was too far to jump into the far shores now. The spirits that were left pleaded with Tall Papa to take them back. But Grim Ruptka would not, and he told the spirits that they must learn new ways to follow the stars to the far shores now. If they could not, then they must live on through their children, which was not the same as before. Sep, however, needed more punishment, and so Tall Papa squashed the snake with a big stick. The hunger fell out of Sep's dead mouth and was the only thing left of the second serpent. While the rest of the new world was allowed to strive back to godhood, Sep could only slink around in a dead skin or swim about in the sky, a hungry void that jealously tried to eat the stars. Cyrodiilic Shazar's Song. This was a new thing that Shazar described to the gods, becoming mothers and fathers, being responsible, and making great sacrifices, with no guarantee of success. But Shazar spoke beautifully to them, and moved them beyond mystery and tears. Thus the Aedra gave free birth to the world, the beast, and the beings, making these things from parts of themselves. This free birth was very painful, and afterwards the Aedra were no longer young and strong and powerful, as they had been from the beginning of days. Some Aedra were disappointed and bitter in their loss, and angry with Shazar and with all creation, for they felt Shazar had lied and tricked them. These Aedra, the gods of Aldmir, led by Ariel, were disgusted by their enfeebled selves and by what they had created. Everything is spoiled, for now and for all time, and the most we can do is teach the elven races to suffer nobly, with dignity, and chastise ourselves for our folly, and avenge ourselves upon Shazar and his allies. Thus are the gods of the elves dark and brooding, and thus are the elves ever dissatisfied with mortality, and always proud and stoic despite the harshness of this cruel and indifferent world. Other Aedra looked upon creation and were pleased. These Aedra, the gods of men and beast folk, led by Akatosh, praised and cherished their wards, the mortal races. We have suffered and are diminished for all time, but the mortal world we have made is glorious, filling our hearts and spirits with hope. Let us teach the mortal races to live well, to cherish beauty and honor, and to love one another as we love them. Thus are the gods of men tender and patient, and thus are men and beastfolk great in heart for joy or suffering, and ambitious for greater wisdom and a better world. Now, when the Daedra lords heard Shazar, they mocked him, and the other Aedra. Cut parts of ourselves off and lose them forever? That's stupid. You'll be sorry. We are far smarter than you, for we will create a new world out of ourselves, and we will not cut it off, or let it mock us, but we will make this world within ourselves forever ours, and under our complete control. So, the Daedra lords created the Daedric realms. And all the ranks of Lesser Daedra, great and small. And for the most part, the Daedra lords were well pleased with this arrangement, for they always had worshippers and servants and playthings close to hand. But at the same time, they sometimes looked with envy upon the mortal realms, for though mortals were foul and feeble and contemptible, their passions and ambitions were also far more surprising and entertaining than the antics of the Lesser Daedra. Thus do the Daedra lords court and seduce certain amusing specimens of the mortal races, especially the passionate and powerful. It gives the Daedra lords special pleasure to steal away from Shazar and the Aedra, the greatest and most ambitious mortals. Not only are you fools to mutilate yourselves, gloat the Daedra, but you cannot even keep the best pieces, which prefer the glory and power of the Daedra lords to the feeble vulgarity of the mush-minded Aedra. Altmeri, the heart of the world. Anu encompassed and encompasses all things. So that he might know himself, he created Anuael, his soul and the soul of all things. Anuael, as all souls, was given to self-reflection, and for this he needed to differentiate between his forms, attributes, and intellects. Thus was born Sithis, whom was the sum of all the limitations Anuael would utilize to ponder himself. Anuael, who was the soul of all things, therefore became many things. And this interplay was, and is, the Arbus. At first, the Arbus was turbulent and confusing, as Anuael's ruminations went on without design. Aspects of the Arbus then asked for a schedule to follow, or procedures whereby they might enjoy themselves a little longer outside of perfect knowledge. So that he might know himself this way too, Anu created Aurael, the soul of his soul. Aurael bled through the Arbus as a new force called time. With time, various aspects of the Arbus began to understand their natures and limitations. They took names like Magnus or Mara or Zen. One of these, Lorcan, was more of a limit than a nature, so he could never last long anywhere. As he entered every aspect of Anuael, Lorcan would plant an idea that was almost wholly based on limitation. He outlined a plan to create a soul for the Arbus, a place where the aspects of aspects might even be allowed to self-reflect. He gained many followers. Even Auriel, when told he would become the king of the new world, agreed to help Lorcan. So they created the Mundus, where their own aspects might live, and became the Etata. But this was a trick. As Lorcan knew, this world contained more limitations than not, and was therefore hardly a thing of Anu at all. Mundus was the house of Sithis. As their aspects began to die off, many of the Ethata vanished completely. Some escaped, like Magnus, and that is why there are no limitations to magic. Others, like Yifri, transformed themselves into the Elnophe, the earth bones, so that the whole world might not die. Some had to marry and make children just to last. Each generation was weaker than the last, and soon there were Aldmir. Darkness caved in. Lorcan made armies out of the weakest souls and named them men, and they brought Sithis into every quarter. Arael pleaded with Anu to take them back, but he had already filled their places with something else. But his soul was gentler, and granted Ariel his bow and shield, so that he might save the Aldmir from the hordes of men. Some had already fallen, like the Chimere, who listened to tainted Etata, and others, like the Bosmir, had sailed Time's line by taking mannish wives. Arael could not save at Mora the elder wood, and it was lost to men. They were chased south and east to old Elnophe, and Lorcan was close behind. He shattered that land into many. Finally, Trinamac, Ariel's greatest knight, knocked Lorcan down in front of his army, and reached in with more than hands to take his heart. He was undone. The men dragged Lorcan's body away and swore blood vengeance on the heirs of Ariel for all time. But when Trinamac and Ariel tried to destroy the heart of Lorcan, it laughed at them. It said, quote, "This heart is the heart of the world, for one was made to satisfy the other." End quote. So Ariel fastened the thing to an arrow and let it fly long into the sea, where no aspect of the new world may ever find it. That was deep. That was very deep. All right. What did I finish this? Hey, look, I knocked the bowl. Ha! Look at that. The bowl is back. I am the victor.
Honored.
You two are cozy. Something shifty going on when I'm adventuring? Got my eye on you. Alright, I guess it's time to work on the cellar. See what I've got left, which I think I'm out of iron. It might be time to do a couple of quests. That was a very long book, so I think we've earned a little bit of time. Dark in here. I am out of logs and ingots and fittings and logs. The practice dummy I definitely want, so I need logs and straw. Oh, the shrine base. Yeah, I want that. The wall sconces. We need lots of fittings. Yeah, it's time to explore. Maybe do some transmuting, make some money real quick. I'm gonna find my steward. Have her bring in some logs. Hopefully 20 is enough to last us. That could be good. Okay, so that's where he's at. Where is she? Ah, she's grinding. Okay.
Honored to see you again, Montaigne. Of course. What are we running short of?
We're out of
I'll
lumber.
see to it at once. Is there anything else we need?
No, we're gonna put up stuff. We got clay. I'm gonna go ahead and put the pelt up, the glass, the goat horns, the hinges, the ore we're gonna keep because we're gonna transmute it. We'll put up the nails, stone, the silver we'll keep. All right. This is gonna be so entertaining. So, Broken Dragon, what are you up to today?
Minecraft.
I should log on and check on that after I finish streaming.
I am exploring Mars in Minecraft.
Oh, you finished Nuclear Craft?
No, I haven't touched Nuclear Craft.
Galacticraft?
I'm working on it.
Well, how did you get to Mars if you hadn't been working on it? That's
Shoot.
my-
Oh, you said finished.
Did Fox make it to space? Because that was the biggest thing he wanted to do in the
He
game.
made it to space. I think he's... Based on the ingots he has, he's made it further than I have so far. He's at least made it to the asteroids, I think.
Well, my
Next stop is
question...
for me is Venus.
My question of the day is, Dragon, did you finish all the mystical seeds?
I am working on it. I'm currently looking for a windy biome so I can find some blitz and get the blitz mob chunk.
Just walk around at night. I had some at my base the last time I was on. They appeared at night. Pain in my butt.
That's the blitz.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the gray or brown one?
White.
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 The white little... They're like blazes,
Yeah.
but they're...
Yeah, I just wasn't... I was trying to think of what color those ones were.
But they appear at night. So you're gonna have to go prepared to go fighting at night.
Mm-hmm.
I've needed everyone to catch up so I could let night happen so I could do my star charts. I'm so close to finishing Astral Sorcery in that one. I promised to stream all of that, all the work I'd been doing in Minecraft. But the day I got like so much done, I looked over and realized OBS was loaded, but I had clicked record instead of stream, so it never streamed. And I had not designated a place to record to, so nothing happened. So all my progress, everything I've done in Minecraft, gone. Only the first day got recorded.
Speaking of that, Dragon, would you mind taking a break from exploring for a minute?
Yep, I'm back at my house.
Okay. Maybe it'll catch up soon, then?
Let me go get a bonus
Speaking
for
of that,
sleeping.
I need to fix my streaming server, because currently it's sort of set so literally anyone on the internet can stream.
Nice.
You know, security.
Well, I found out today that Bunny only has to work on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'm going to be setting a stream schedule for confirmed Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But, hey, you lazy heifer. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Alright, fine. I'll take a nap. I don't mind cuddle time.
A pleasant surprise.
That's right, pleasant surprise. Surprise! I'm here.
Hello, my love.
Oi,
Take a look.
don't walk away from me. When did you get in? See, you finally got some iron ore in.
Did you end up moving your base, or is your base this little town?
You got lost in my actual base, but that whole area,
Goodbye, my love.
both of those islands, because they're both islands. Bunny lives on the one across from the village, and I live behind Bunny in the ruins. I put a hidden entrance that why you got lost in it.
Okay.
However, the village is a project of mine that I want to incorporate into what I've now told Bunny to do on our island. Such as when I log on today, I'm supposed to build the Tinkerer's location and transfer all Tinker's Construct stuff to that location. Bunny is working on a warehouse or industry spot because I don't want us living in the mining dimension. I really want the mining dimension to be just that, where we go mining. However, I'm still going to, because of that river, that huge river where I built that bridge and everything, if you go up towards where I live, that river is still flowing and it's very nice and thick and wide. I want to build a kind of a tree farm area looking spot and build makeshift kind of sawmill, put a water mill there. I know a water mill will generate power, but it's actually not. It's going to be for the aesthetic of it. So I'm going to get a couple of water wheels that makes it look like it takes the logs, it dumps it down. I'm going to decorate it as such. Yeah, it's going to be for the aesthetic, and the village, that village is basically where all the laborers live. They got their little chapel, they got a little engineer there. I want to kind of add to and maybe put a couple of towers for like guards. I want it to look like it's a growing village. And on the opposite side where I and Bunny live, like I've already got the big barn. And I built a small farm. And you'll see, if you come over, you'll see the big barn and then a little house nearby it. That's where the rancher lives once I spawn him in. And then I built a little thing of farm plots of traditional Minecraft seeds that are not, agricraft or anything. They're just literally Minecraft seeds. With a little house next to it, which is going to be a farmer. So there's the farmer, you've got where I've got the horses, so you got the stable, the farm, then I'm going to build the tinkerers, and then I want to build a library, which will include, the alchemy and enchanting, all that other good stuff. Those are the kind of plans I've got currently in that, but I don't know if that would be interesting content or not, because a lot of it is tedious type stuff. It's not entertaining. It's labors. So I don't know. I haven't decided.
Okay.
But that's, just kind of an idea of my plans as I'm kind of developing as of right now. The first thing I need to focus on would be building the sawmill, because that village is basically the laborers. So we'll see. I don't know. I hadn't been fully inspired yet, so that, and I really got into Code Realize. That was a good game. And it didn't hurt my hands, because all I had to do is press one button. Yay! Oh, I must have had a lot of ore on me.
Dragon, have you made it to space yet?
No, I don't even have power yet.
Right. You will not go to space today.
Yeah, this isn't bad looking out here. Apple pie's out, cooling. This really isn't a bad spot to live. It's kind of peaceful. Does she ever sleep? I've been dying to know. He's asleep.
Hello, my love. Back from some adventure, I bet?
Do you have any other dialogue? Like, seriously? Just curious. I'm beginning to think not. Now, making sure no giant... Last time I tried to play this, there was a giant that kept hanging out in my cow pen. Man, I need to attack some wolves. I got all those soul gems I need to fill. This is so entertaining. Luckily, I did get some good books in today. I wonder how much more I've got.
Angel, with those blitz rods, or those blitz that you ended up killing, did you keep the rods by chance?
I'm sure I did if they dropped.
Okay.
But that's a good question. I don't remember. I know when I went to the Nether, I got some blaze rods, but Bunny took the ones I had. I honestly don't know if I still have them or if I used them.
Oh, okay.
I know the last thing I was doing was I was working on seeds, and then Bunny took over what I had started. There was one seed Fox needed. I was able to make the seed, but it didn't have a file in AgriCraft, so it was one of the only seeds I couldn't get to propagate.
I got another one of those seeds too. The slate.
Yeah, won't propagate. There's just a handful of them that won't. But, nah. It is what it is.
It's the only one of tiers 1 and 2 that I noticed.
Well, the one Fox needed was for nuclear and galacticraft, and I couldn't propagate it. I mean, I could have manually propagated it, but man, that would have taken him forever.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even started Thaumcraft this time.
Yeah, you got one of those thumbcraft buttholes that opened up by your place too.
Where?
It's like 300 blocks out, but it's on your island.
No! I mean, necessary when I do Thaumcraft, but damn it. I thought all the buttholes were, I'd covered them up. C'est la vie. What day of the week is it? It's Thursday, right?
Thursday.
Yeah, I gotta play on Holdfast tonight. I believe I'm due for a promotion. Alright, I'm gonna sleep so I get that bonus. Oh, it's too soon. Because I'm gonna smith those rings, and then we're gonna go transmuting. Not transmuting, we're gonna...
Hello, my love. Back from some adventure, I bet?
Limited dialogue. Where are you at? Here you come. Come on. Get to bed. Is it late? Now you're gonna take my side. Okay. You keep changing what side of the bed you want to sleep on. You need to make a decision, yo.
So I just realized I'm extremely hungry. 'Cause
Oh,
I have yet to eat today.
Well, then go eat. And Nick with the Win already joined us. Hello, Nick.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Alright, Dragon. Be well. Come back soon.
You too.
Oh, hey. I should check and see if he's got any goodies for me. I forgot to do that.
Ah, my darling. A pleasant surprise.
Okay, now that was kind of sweet.
Here, this is fresh. I'll have another meal ready tomorrow.
Yay.
Take a look.
Do you have anything that I need?
We have a cozy little brothel. Here, this is your share.
500 this time. That's nice. I'll gladly take it. I'm gonna go spend it. Going on a shopping spree. Bye! Actually, I'm not. We're gonna go outside because I still have that bonus. And we're gonna make a bunch of these. Yeah, we're gonna level up with that bonus. Yay! I leveled! Now we have been working. Speech is actually 35. Okay. I don't pickpocket very much. I lockpick a little bit. This was important to me. This was important to me. But right now, smithing and enchanting are very important to me. Smithing hit 45. Is it enough? No, you need 60. Enchanting needs to be 60. But I am getting Soul Siphon, which is why my bow isn't draining very fast. I'm going to hold on to that point, I think, because... yeah, I need to hit this. I do. That's Elven. Glass takes 70. Dragon takes 100. Daedric is 90. Ebony is 80. Orcish is 50. I'm close. But this one, Dwarven, is... I could do Dwarven. Okay. I'm gonna hold on to that point. We're gonna go chillax at Whiterun for a minute. Because we need iron. So we're gonna buy some iron from our favorite little lady here.
Got some good pieces of the finest weapons and armor.
Let's see what you got. I'll buy your iron and your ore. Bye.
Get to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Those green apples you sold me the other day were delicious. Aren't they? You're the best.
I don't know why I'm the best, but I'm gonna take it. I like knowing I'm the best around. I am gonna adopt me a couple of kids. I think that's what we're gonna do after I finish making some extra gold. I think we're gonna run and go get that little girl, Sophia, and that little boy. Get one of each. Get this done real quick. Oh, I'm out of gems already? Yeah, I need to hunt. I need to hunt. Alright, Mr. Rogue Douche Canoe, where are you? You're not in your bedroom. Are you in here? No. But after I find you, I'm going to have to read a book. And I do not know how long we've been streaming, but I'm imagining it's getting to be that time.
Good to see you.
Come to it. It seems this damn spell is
What, Bunny?
patience
20
for
minutes.
those with the
Hmm?
talent. Yeah?
20. 1 hour 38.
Okay.
Remember, your mind is the best weapon you have.
Let's see. Let's see how much money I can make with this. Sneak. Golden ring. Sneak. Oh, I'm out. I didn't realize I was out. Alright, let's sell one to Farengar, see what he will give me. Crap, he got up. Where is he? Oh, You
There is
s-
tranquility in so you wish to master the arcane arts.
of course I do.
So you wish to master the arcane arts.
Come on. Actually, what do you can't have my Debella. But you'll give me 92. Okay.
All right then.
I'm broke. Let's go see Bellathor, see what he'll give me. And then it's time to go hunting. Pick up a couple of kids, and then maybe go hunting. Should be a good time.
Good to see you. So you can spend it on drinks with them there.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods. Welcome indeed.
Hi,
Everything's
Bellathor.
for sale, my friend. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
What do you got? Got anything good for me today? It looks like you do not. That makes me kind of sad. But let's see what you're willing to give me. Oh, same as Farengar. There we go. It's not bad. I have 6 gold ingots. Why did it say I couldn't make any more gold rings? We're gonna run over and make some more real quick. Since he didn't have anything I wanted, she didn't have any additional things I'd want. So I'm gonna use her anvil real quick. Nice. All right. Let's go pick up some kids. Where do I want to go? Windhelm, right? Let's grab the little girl.
I can see that being interpreted.
Stop
bad
it,
ways.
Rogue. That is bad. Rogue. Bad. Bad. No
Let's
cookie.
go grab the little girl.
If you said it, it sounds utterly creepy.
No one bought any flowers again today. They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do? Really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh, wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind? Yay! Thanks, Mama. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever.
Bye, kid. See? Little girl acquired. And then I always pick up this little boy. Give him a place. Oh. I'll have a couple of happy kids. That's good enough for me.
You probably want someone else. I'm just the stable boy. I take care of the horses, and the goats, and the chickens, and the garden. I hate it. Everyone feels sorry for me, so they don't treat me too bad, but...
Really? I'm talking to the kid here. I got things to do. Fine. Come here, Dargon. Yeah, come on, land, Dinglehopper. Come on. Quit swooping down there and dive bombing at, things in the water. Oh, wow, you're going after the port. You're kind of a jerk. Shooting. Ouch. Hey, land, will you? Big overgrown lizard. Yeah, go ahead. Fight me. Bite me. Bring it on. Right in your tail. Got you in your tail. It's just a flesh wound. It's just a flesh wound. Yeah, that's it. Land. God, I'm really having a hard time hitting you. He's playing up here now. Yeah, go up. Oh, he sat on my face! Oh! That was... Oops, wrong shout. Yeah, go ahead and bite at me. Oh! Rude! Rude! He bit me! Oh, he bit me! Oh, and I don't have the little girl anymore. Hi!
I need to get my things and say goodbye to everyone. I'll meet you at home.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna go back and try to adopt this kid. Try not to die by getting chewed on by the dragon.
Sure. I can't help you. I hate it. Everyone feels sorry for me, so they don't treat me too bad, but both my parents were in the Legion. It was an ambush. Kayla said she'd feed me if I could make myself useful. To take care of the animals. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind? Really? You mean it? Oh, thanks, Mom. I promise I...
Yeah. Dragon didn't eat me this time. You know what? I need to be entertained. That dragon punted me way too easily. We're gonna go swimming in that water and see if we can't go find some mud crabs. So they can curse at us and make me laugh. I deserve it. After being nibbled on as a dragon snack.
I've only been a part of the Red Wave's crew for a few weeks, and I've already learned to stay out of Captain Safi's way.
You look weird. Yes. I was just curious. Just curious. But hey, while I'm here. There's always some sort of crabby crab for me to play with. Ooh, something wants to bite me. I heard it. Get my... Yep, it's a troll. And they pack a nasty ass punch too. Nope, I don't want to be hit by you. Damn it. Come on up out of the... There we go. Let us be quiet. At this point. No Luna moths, no nothing. It's quiet. It's too quiet. This is too quiet. Disconcertingly quiet. Did I ever clear this little camp? No, I didn't.
Someone there? Thought I heard something.
We're gonna look in your satchel. We're gonna take all of that. We're gonna look in your large sack. Oh, hey, look, we got a glowing book. Yeah, we're gonna pop over here. If it's still dark, we're gonna sleep a couple hours. Grab some shut-eye. I kinda hurt. This guy's an arsehole. See the corpse of the dead guard who would have helped me. See if I can't get any more free stuff. That'd be too easy. There. We're gonna take the ball, and it's gonna flip upside down and drive me bloody nuts. Yeah, that's alright. Fall again. There. I don't care. It's up back on the shelf. Oh, wait. I'm talking to you.
Hello, my love. Back from some event?
Hey! 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 Oi! Ah! Oh, hey. I need the... No, don't kill him. Dang it. Weak sausages. Girly pants.
Yes, my love? What do you need? Here, this is fresh. I'll have another meal ready tomorrow.
It's been a minute.
Goodbye, my love.
Why are the kids... But no, seriously, I need to go make some potions. Yes. Boom, shaka laka laka laka. Yeah, come here. Go ahead and bite. Yeah. Kinda funky, alter, horrific thing. No wonder I got the land. They didn't tell me about that. Bird's nest. Got a free egg. Potions. Which means I need to raid my chest for supplies. And, see if I got any honeycomb. Hopefully I can get some more bees. Let's see. Quarried stone can never... Here we go. There. Kids can tend the wheat. Who needs stairs? Jump! Jump in. It's gonna be a long sleep, but who cares? See if the smith has any more iron to buy so we can finish the cellar. Alright. Let's do this so we can wrap it up. Hey, lavender. Could use that. Yep, definitely taking that. Now, for what I have. What are you going to pay me for all these treasures? I'm about boots, the bracers, the shoes, garnet. I need the giant's toe. Keeping that. Goat hide. I don't think. Okay.
Don't forget to check inside the shop.
Yes, dear. I will check inside, but I'm gonna kind of raid some of this free stuff because I need to. Probably not. Nope. Okay.
Thank you very much for your business.
Okie dokie. Let's run up. Let's get ready to rumble. Since I filled some petty soul gems, able to make and from transmuting. Let's see. Alright, first of all, got 77 gold rings sitting here. Yes, Farengar. Petty souls. I can... Alright, let's see what you'll give me today for the gold ring. You went down a penny. I don't like that. Yes, you went down. Uh-oh. Did it crash? No. Okay.
I had you figured for it.
I actually need to use your spaces. I need him to move. How do you move Farengar? His big fat butt's in my way. His assistant, Rhea Silmaine, in his stead. The hapless assistant was later put to death under mysterious circumstances and rescued the true emperor, Uriel Septim VII. Following what has come to be known as the Restoration, a grand... Come on, land. Don't kill the blacksmith. I liked him.